welcome to another episode of Gist with Madonna. My name is Madonna Ihemeji. I have here with me a fine young man who you would say is brilliant plus intelligent equals to massive success. A graduate of genetics and biotechnology of University of Calabar, Cross River State. His name is Achi Gospel, aka The Brains. Please help me welcome The Brains.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. And I have here with me a very beautiful, talented young lady, a graduate of Imo State College of Health and Management Sciences, a pharmacy technician, and also a professional makeup artist by name Godwin Chinyere Faith.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
I love your makeup.
Thank you.
All right. So this is Gist with Madonna. Brains, how is it going for you?
I just do. I'm doing very well, thank you.
What's up with your cap? Future Living Africa.
Okay, it's one of the companies in Abuja that I'm a consultant. So I'm a research consultant for Future Living Africa. It's a real estate company that is
Oh.
looking to blend comfortable living with sustainable lifestyle.
Nice.
So we are coming up with biogas as means of electricity generation. We're coming up with, you know, waste management techniques, conversion of waste to wealth, and some other things. So I'm a research consultant for them and also a partner. So that's why.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Wow, that's nice. Faithy,
Yeah.
what's going on with you?
I'm just here.
Are you sure?
Sure.
You're good. You look good.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you, what's that thing that keeps you going?
Um. Well, what keeps me going is just my family.
The family.
Yeah.
The family keeps you going.
Yeah.
So what's that particular thing that motivates you to do better every day as it goes by?
Okay. I told myself when I was growing up that I was going to be one of the best,
Okay.
and whenever I remember that I'm going to be the best, it keeps me going. It helps me, and I want to achieve that. I want to get to that place I actually want myself to. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I don't want to stop on the road.
I know, right? Let's talk about pharmacy technician. I looked it up. It was something about helping pharmacists.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
tell me more about it.
Okay, a pharmacy technician is actually someone that helps out in a pharmacy. Understand? You work under a pharmacist. You help him dispense drugs. And you don't prescribe the drug directly.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to get a certified pharmacist to work under him. He will
Okay.
prescribe the drug while you dispense.
Okay, you do the
That's just the work of a pharmacy technician.
All right.
It actually pays.
Nice, interesting. This is actually my first time hearing pharmacy technician. I've never heard of it, honestly speaking. So let's talk about genetics and biotechnology. How did you do it in University of Calabar? How was it for you?
Okay, so I have always had interest in research.
Okay.
So back then when I was a child, there was this movie we saw, Anaconda, and in that movie, they go into forests. There are snakes that are attacking them and everything. But for you to get the venom, you have to get to a particular plant, pluck that plant, I think squeeze out the juices, give it to the person that is dying, and the person is healed, right? So back then in schools and secondary school, I've always been thinking because in SS1 we do both arts and science courses.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was the overall best in arts and overall best in science. So some teachers were thinking I was going to go into law.
Okay.
Some others were thinking I was going to go into medicine. But I just knew I needed something that was going to put me in research.
Oh.
So the first thing I applied for was medical biochemistry. That was when we were writing jam before we now did genetics as a curriculum. So University of Benin that year gave me crop science. So I didn't go for crop science. I had to rewrite jam. And while writing jam, I now saw genetics and biotechnology as a course. So I looked it up. I said, okay, this is like a futuristic thing, something that permeates every other field. It can be in medicine, it can be in agriculture, it can be in public health. So I decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Oh.
So finishing now genetics and biotech, and I'm steeped into research now.
Research, yeah.
Yes, so do research, I do market research, economics research, I do normal healthcare research, I do genetics research, biotechnology research, and I'm looking to probably further my master's in biobanking.
Nice.
Yeah,
What keeps
and
you going?
So what keeps me going? I don't want pour for this life.
You don't fall for this life. What's that one thing that somebody would say to you or do for you that will make you, feel very, how would I say, put your morale on a high place?
What someone would say to me
or do for you?
do for me, that moral in what aspect? Like what motivates me?
Yeah, what motivates you in terms of words? Is it words or gifting?
Lifestyle. Lifestyle, yes. I like lifestyle. I like traveling. I like seeing the beautiful things of life.
Okay.
I love using good gadgets.
Nice.
I love smelling nice, dressing nice, and all these things cost money. And I love women that wear beautiful wigs. So come on.
Okay, that brings me to ask you now.
That's level up.
What's your top 3 love languages? Like, what are your top 3 love languages?
Top 3 love languages. I like physical touch. I like quality time.
Okay.
And I like words of affirmation. Gifts are actually nice, but it's usually, when it comes to gifts, it's a little bit dicey.
Why is words of affirmation not topping the list? Why is it the 10th thing on the list? I mean, in your top 3, why is
because, permit me to go vulgar a bit. Sex is an energy, right? Kisses is an energy. Romance is an energy. So it's easy. I call it communication of bodies when you're in love with someone. So it's a communication of bodies. You people are not just there to do the physical thing. Your bodies are communicating in languages that your bodies understand.
Okay.
So that energy is not something that anybody can just give you. So when someone cares about you, like I remember one time, one of my ex, like after she wasn't in Nigeria, she came back and everything. So the first kiss, she was like, "You actually miss me." So you just know. I don't know if you get me.
Okay, you just know.
Yeah, that's just it.
Faith, you talked about your family keeping you going and making you be a better person. So I would say, can I say that words of affirmation is topping the list of love languages?
Well, family is different from the angle I'm saying you are bringing this to. You understand?
Well, it has a correlation.
Well, love language is not really topping my list though. For me, my top listed love language is gifting.
Oh, gifting.
Yeah.
Nice.
I myself love gifting people.
Okay.
So when you reciprocate it, it's really a lot to me. It means a lot to me.
Okay.
You understand? Then we can talk of words of affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So quality time, uncle.
You have to be spending that time on me.
But how can you want the good things of life, like the gift aspect, and still want quality time? It doesn't really work hand in hand.
My sister, that's why these things you have to choose well. You need to give it to me because
Can I ask you a question? Okay. So you're talking about because I kind of think it's not exactly clear. It's blurred when women, particularly because that's what society is tending to say giving of gifts. I understand that everybody gives gifts, right?
Right.
If you're in love and everything, and to me, it's the thoughtfulness behind the gift, right? Yeah. So I remember one time somebody gave me a gift with like a catchphrase or something I usually say. It might be like "Omo, you dey mad," this kind of. So someone can get a polo and write "Omo, you dey mad." All these kind of things are like gifts. But now talking about gifts, when you're meeting a rich man that has enough disposable income, like cash that can just dispense, and they just don't want to get something serious with you, but they want to use it for the meantime, and they are buying you gifts, and because they are buying you gifts, you now say this person is in love with me. So, but that's what happens most times. So big men can spend this money on you, but it doesn't exactly mean that they love you.
Yes.
So if giving is the first,
yes, I know where you're heading to. But for someone that knows herself, like me, I know myself. When I see someone that loves me and you're gifting me, I will know. If you want to use me, I will know.
Oh, nice.
And your gifts, well, I love gifts, but it depends. If you actually love me, I'll collect your gift with my whole heart.
Okay.
And I'll make sure I'm reciprocating it.
Okay.
But when I know you want to use me, girl, I'm going to collect the gifts. I still know what I'm doing.
Oh, nice.
You understand?
So are you part of the ladies that come on social media and say that words of affirmation can't buy you human hair worth 600,000 naira and above?
Sorry, let me just chip in. They call it forms of affirmation.
Okay.
So let's
So are you part of the ladies that say that on social media or agree to it?
Well, I don't say it, but maybe it might be true.
Oh, nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
Words of affirmation. See, everybody can just give you words of affirmation.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know anybody can give words of affirmation.
If anybody can just come up to you and give you word of affirmation,
For somebody like me that loves encouragement and advice, I beg to differ. It's something that means a lot to me, and sometimes I think maybe it boils down to our background, our childhood upbringing, and all. So talking about childhood upbringing, how was it for you while growing up, and what made you was the childhood upbringing a reason why you chose this top 3 love languages?
No, that's actually quite a deep and vulnerable question, if I'm being very sincere. Because if you make me to throw back and start exploring the dynamics of my parents' relationships and all that.
Just give us the tops.
Okay, so for me, we are growing up in a culture where a man is loved under the position that he provides, right? So in other words, I look at it as tokenization of men.
Okay.
You're commercializing men, that if you're not able to provide certain things, you're not going to. So this worked like during the Aboriginals, Neanderthals, before we got into this age where technology has made it easier that even women can make money from their house. So for me, I think it's teamwork, right?
Okay.
But I didn't exactly see that teamwork in my family.
Alright.
Though my mom was there, taking care of the kids and everything. That is what my father wanted, right? It worked for him. And she wasn't exactly financially buoyant to give him the type of gifts he wants. Okay. And men these days usually don't receive gifts. But when it now comes to my own life and my own marriage, I want a woman that is able to work and also give me gifts, because I'm also going to help you to do the dishes. Okay. I help you to cook when you don't feel like cooking.
Acts of service. Okay.
Yeah, I'll help you to cook. I'll help you to change the diapers and all that for kids. Because I'm not doing it because I wanted to make you happy. I'm doing it because I'm a father, right? So both of us are team players. Okay. There is no gender role in the relationship. Okay. So that's what has informed my opinion over time. Okay. So I want someone that if I'm messing up, you caution me like a wife, like a friend, like a best friend, like a madam. So that's it for me. Yeah.
Faye, did it affect you while growing up? Did it affect your choices now? Your top 3 love languages. Did your childhood upbringing affect your choices now in terms of the love languages?
Yeah, it actually did. It affected my choice of love languages because while growing up, my dad is someone that loves giving.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
He loves giving so much. So whenever he goes out, he comes back, he buys us things, he gives us gifts, everybody gets happy. Yeah. During Christmas, they buy you new things. He doesn't skip it for any reason. Both for my mom, for all my siblings. Okay. So it gave me this insight that wow, this is actually a love language that is very strong for my family. So I had to adapt it, and it became my top love language.
Oh wow.
Oh nice. That's a very valid reason. I like that. I admire your dad. My regards to him when you get home.
Thank you.
Let's say in terms of partner now.
Yeah.
You get to be in love with somebody that doesn't like gifting. Okay. He rarely gifts. Once in a blue moon or something. Is this something that is going to affect your relationship or affect you as a person?
Well, thank you for that question.
Nice.
Truth is, I'm very, very manipulative.
Nice.
Very, very. Did you hear that word? Very, very. So, if in that situation, I tend to have someone that really gives, do you know what I'll do?
What?
I'll keep gifting you.
Oh.
I'll be gifting you.
In a situation where the man is not paying attention.
He will pay.
He will pay attention.
Yes.
No, actually, in a situation where you don't, let's say you both are in that scenario, and she's gifting you, you're not paying attention, you're not noticing it.
I think that's where conversation comes to play.
Conversation.
That's where dialogue comes to play, right? You guys talk about it. And I don't really know like how most women go about relationships, but I think it's cool that you're also in a relationship, especially marriage, with someone that is your friend.
Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes you can snap out of the mommy and daddy role, and you guys are talking as friends. Exactly. Tell them this thing you are doing, you're messing up. I don't like it. Okay. I don't know if you get me. So that is when you now bring the attention to that stuff. That's when you start paying attention to it. Exactly. There's something called schistoma in science. Schistoma is a situation whereby you're looking for something around you, like you're passing that particular place, you are not able to see it for years. Yeah. But once somebody calls your attention to it, you are going around, you're still seeing it there. So I think that can be applied in relationships as well. You call their attention to it. Because if you keep on giving, and initially most of them, they don't even care, they don't remember. So that's just it.
Okay, let's say this. Let me ask this question. If there is a lack of any of this, let's say 2 out of 3 of these love languages, is it enough reason for you to maybe cheat on your partner or find a better person?
Ask him.
I'm throwing a question. Anybody can answer. Pick an answer.
What I keep on telling people is that I think cheating is a power struggle, right? I think men cheat because they can cheat, because society supports men to cheat.
Interesting.
And it's just from the idea of polygamy and all that, when a man, because you are able, all this is just strength tends towards social capital. How much do you have? Can you afford this? Can you afford that? So when you're talking about the whole gifting and everything, a man, because he's able to provide, and like I said initially, that most men are not given the language of love, because the condition that you're being loved as a man is because you're able to provide. Men now see women as properties, something they can dispense. So now I'm keeping you in my house, I'm paying your bills, I'm doing all that. I can still go out and cheat. If you don't like it, you can go home. And knowing that you cannot exactly see this rich man everywhere, you have to mellow down now. Look at what's happening between Davido and Choma.
Yeah, let's turn the tables around. Let's say that from your top 3 love languages, your partner is not doing the 3 of them. That is not enough. Let's exclude gifting. Maybe gifting is not in your top 3 languages, and is not even in hers.
What partner? Relationship or marriage?
Relationship, marriage, and all that.
If it's, you will not even get to marriage, Sha. So
okay, if it's relationship, you're done with it.
You will not get to marriage.
If it's relationship, you're done with it.
You can't be doing the top 3. That's a huge red flag.
Yeah, you cannot be doing all of them.
Yeah, no. Because see, I understand.
It's too bad.
Yeah, I understand that every human being, like we have our red flags, right? But the thing is, your green flag should be more than your red flags.
True.
And your red flags are things I should tolerate, right? Before I get into like something serious, love and all that. But in a situation whereby the red flags is too much, you're not even doing any of the 3 things. Come on now. Sorry.
So you agree with it?
No, I agree with him on this one. Because before it even gets there, you need to
talk things out, iron things out.
Yeah.
You don't just go into something that will go and hook you somewhere. So that one day we'll come and start fighting. No.
Now this is what this trending thing that is happening on social media. They talk about paternity fraud and DNA testing. Now you see, should we say that the reason why these women are cheating on their husbands is because their husbands haven't or is not meeting their love languages, their top 3 love languages. Hence them going outside and cheating and producing offsprings that are not their husbands. Is that enough reason to cheat on their husbands?
Women cheating?
Yeah.
Ladies first, please. Thank you.
This love languages. Is it enough reason for a woman to cheat on her partner?
Is it if
the person is married?
Yes, and he's not
meeting up any of the 3.
This is exactly what you are saying. Before I get married to you, at least you are doing 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Yes, at least. Because if there is no love language, how are you going to communicate?
Sorry, one more thing. People changing.
People changing.
So what if you get married to this person and this person decides to change or stops doing them?
Well, it depends. It depends on the woman. If she actually wants to cheat on him, fine. Everyone is not the same because
it depends on the woman. It depends.
I'm not going to cheat on my husband.
Okay, so you're the kind of person that would want to work things out. Like
yes, I would love to iron things out. I'll not cheat on my husband. I'm not saying it because you're in front of camera. I'm saying the truth.
Okay.
So you're looking at me like that.
That's nice. Because it's going on and on and on. The paternity fraud is becoming so much. And the funny thing is that these women don't come out to defend themselves or say this is the reason why I did that, or this is the reason, or maybe let's say.
See, sometimes this is our society. So I'm of the opinion that men lead and women follow.
Okay.
Like when you come to our culture and how it is. So you can't, and men are kind of groomed to have a lot of partners while they're growing up. That's why you see a man do a lot of things and the goes scot-free. If a man cheats, the way society is going to talk about it will not be the same way they'll talk about it when a woman cheats.
Exactly.
Right? So when it now comes to this thing, you are not showing care to this woman. You're not loving this woman the way you should love her. You're not even showing acts of service and everything. And then probably she might go back to her ex-boyfriend in school, or maybe see a guy, it can even be a workmate, and they're having conversations, and this guy is showing care, down to asking, did you sleep well? Down to telling her, oh, your makeup is nice. Down to telling her your hair looks good. And the husband is not doing all these things. One day she might just decide to, because we are human beings, we are all tempted. So it is just giving into that temptation. That is what causes all these problems. She might just decide to. And doing the first one, she says, oh, more, it makes sense. So let me be doing it codedly. Before you know, it now turns into something quite serious.
Yeah.
And because again, women are not are allowed to abort, you live with the stigma and everything, and she's in marriage, it's easier for her to pin it on the man. That's it. That's what I think.
This one is hard though. I mean, I think they should give room for communication. Well, at the end of the day, it still boils down to the kind of person you're getting married to.
True.
Because there should be communications in relationships and marriages,
Yeah.
not just that.
And that's what I said. That's why I said. Sorry, but that's why I said gifting should even be the least for me.
No,
because I'm coming. Anybody can gift. Anybody can pretend to be a gifter. But you see, acts of service.
Okay.
Right? It's not just something. It's something like that is in the character of someone.
Okay.
You are dating someone, they can't wash their boxers, they can't clean their house, they have to call you down to their house to come. They can't even cook, and they're eating outside.
Now this brings me to
Right?
there was this post I saw. There was this post I saw on Twitter. It was about a lady complaining. It was this anonymous thing. She was complaining to one guy. She said that when she was in a relationship with this man, that this man does these things, cooks for her, cleans the house. So she didn't really take it as anything. She got into marriage with this man, and this man now he took over the kitchen, and to her it's having a dent on her image and on her ego that she's a married woman in her house and her husband cannot use food, you say, because of food now, and have issues with her. If the woman says she cannot, the man enters the kitchen school. So she's like, it's a problem for her. It's affecting her.
It's not my love language.
Unfortunately, she lacks mental sophistication.
No, you don't
she's
say
mentally
that.
bankrupt.
I
This is what I'm saying. Why is it that the only thing you have to hold your husband is food? There are other things now.
She said, she used food
things.
as, she said, in terms of the acts of service, he was doing well in the relationship, but it became more. Now she's practically useless in the house. The man cannot use it, like they cannot use it to have issues.
And she can't even use it, she can't even weaponize silence.
Yeah.
Now this is it in Igbo. The definition of love is ifunanya.
Okay.
And to me, Igbo has captured the whole essence of definition of love. I don't think there's any other language that can define love in what love is. Ifunanya means Afronginaya, I see you. And in this world, what we are doing, posting pictures, taking pictures, making friends, is because we want to share parts of ourselves with people. We want to be seen, right? So for someone to love you or to be in love with you, it means that the person sees you in a way that no other person can see you. It means that the person has your mumu button. So when it now gets to a point where you say it is food, or maybe it's no longer food, there should be something. There should be something. I don't know if you get me. There should be something. If it's not this one, it will be this one. If it's not this one,
I still believe that too much of everything is
very bad.
Yeah, it's very bad because
it's very
the woman didn't see it as a problem while they were in a relationship. She didn't really see it as a problem the first year, second year of marriage, but it became a problem for her subsequent years. Do you understand? The man, she could come out like this and say, okay, honey, please let's not just eat food now, let's go outside and eat. The man said, no, I don't, if you're not in the kitchen, let me enter the kitchen. So yeah, that kind of thing. So
it's a problem now. It's no more a love language. That's a very big problem.
Okay.
You as a man, you shouldn't take yourself to that level.
Okay.
Even if it's what you love doing, you understand? You need to give that space for your woman
to handle.
Yes, to handle some things. You are married to her. Fine, it's your love language. You can be doing it from time to time, but it's not something
you take up as a responsibility.
Yeah. What if the woman can't cook?
The woman can cook. Yes.
What if she can't cook and the man
she
is
can.
not
If she can't cook, she will not complain.
Yeah.
You guys are assuming.
No.
I'm telling you the truth.
She said while in the relationship with the man, it wasn't a problem. The man eats her food and enjoys it without issues. She comes to the man's house, the man does the cooking, she does the cooking without complaints. So it's like too much of this acts of service is now a problem to her. Do you think there's such a thing as too much of acts of service or too much gifting?
Yeah, too much gifting, no deal. But too much act of service.
Even food, women now they say foodie, so food can also be gifting. So let's not even throw that line. Yes, you can be in your workplace and I'll buy food and send to you. It's gifts.
For me, that like gifts, I like food.
It's still part of the gift.
You can give me food.
No problem.
It's still part of the gift. But for me, to me now, if I love someone, I just like pampering you. I like taking care of you. Cooking is my love language.
Okay.
I like cooking for my women, right? Though you can cook, you can do anything. I don't really mind. But when you're at my house, let's say you come down to visit me, just lie down in the bed. Let me do the cooking.
You said visitation, right?
Yeah. But now when it now gets to marriage, I think that people should actually come to a compromise at some point in marriage.
Yes.
When, okay, you've been doing this, I want to do this, then you can go ahead and do it. I'm not trying to say my relationship was perfect or whatsoever, but one of the reasons why we ended, it just sounds funny. People be like, why would you end over this thing? But the thing is, every month we kind of have a monthly, how do I call it?
Why did you end the relationship?
I'm coming to that. A monthly pact where we sit down and we talk. Are you meeting my love languages?
Oh,
Am I meeting your love languages? Are we actually, because we have targets as well, are we like encouraging ourselves to meet that target that we want to get and all that? So it's at that point that you have tough conversations and you address whatever thing that is the problem, and launch forward, because this is, like I said, teamwork, and this person has to be a friend. So even when the love is no longer there, the friendship should carry on. So that's it.
You agree with him perfectly. So friendship should carry us on.
Yeah.
In terms of marriage,
Exactly.
family relationship, and romantic relationship, and all the like. Okay, that's good. Is there anything that you see, aside the 5 love languages, is there any other thing you see as a love language that people haven't really talked about or noticed?
Well, sometimes we actually portray some love language that we don't even know.
Yeah, okay, you don't know. Okay.
Like
good.
what?
Like if my man,
Why is she saying?
when you just come around and just maybe you start dancing.
Oh, nice.
It's actually a love language to me.
I love
You just start dancing
Somebody
without.
that can dance.
Yes, you just start dancing and we start vibing to a particular song together. It's a love language
It's
to
still
me.
part of acts of service, but it's not exactly.
Yes.
It's
It's
still
not-
part of acts of service.
Yeah.
Service.
Yeah.
Me, I did not see when I was researching
Because
this
to
thing.
me, all these things are like, when you researched what they post online, they're using like social culture and pop culture.
They're using
Western
social culture
people.
and
So
pop culture. Yeah.
for us, it's very different. And when it comes to human beings, we individualize this thing, we personalize it.
Okay.
So for me, I beg, make it not kill me. I like when my babe they spank my bottle. And I like when she bites me on my cheeks,
Bite on your cheek.
If she kisses you, she be like,
Please. No, we don't want that here, Brains is spoiling us.
No, when you're just walking and she's be like,
Spank your
those
bottle.
kind of things.
Can you imagine
There are
that?
women that do that.
How can you tell me that spanking of the
Now, look at it. When we're looking at it like in a masculine way, so when you're
Holy
out there,
Spirit.
people are looking like you like alpha male, you don't do this thing. But when you're with your woman, you're vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
So I can bite your cheek now.
You cannot bite it.
I
out
cannot
there.
bite your neck.
So they'll be like, you see how your nyash is coming out in this boxer, so
Yeah.
Anyways, Brains, you cannot come and spoil us here.
At
So-
all.
You cannot come and spoil us.
Mm-mm.
We are
After
children
this,
of
yeah.
God.
Very
How
well.
can you tell me that spanking of the is a love language?
From the woman to the man, not from
You
the
not
man
tell me
to
that
the
bite your cheek. You
You
know
know
you tell me bite your nose or
All
bite
those
your
kinky,
eyes.
kinky
This
stuff,
guy like
okay.
love, eh? He like love a lot. People did not ask me what I like.
So for you,
Let me ask Sasha. You don't need to ask
why
me.
did you break up with your ex?
That is a question for another day. This will be all for Gist with Madonna. So guys, please watch, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, please share, and also support us. Okay? Thank you guys, and God bless.
You're welcome.